Okay. 1 2 1 2. Can you guys hear me? Can you say anything, please? Just put in the chat if you can hear me, and then we will restart. Yeah, I don't know. Ugh, I had this update today. Oh, this is actually so funny. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let me close that window and see we're still on. Okay, cool. All right, well, here we are. Okay, sorry you guys. Honestly, I think I had an update today for my device, and then probably something happened, but let's have a take two. That's fine. So as per the title, Bitcoin is surging, but can recession fears stop the rally? This is what I want to talk to you about. And welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Gabby Trades, and I break down technical analysis and fundamental analysis on crypto and stocks, and I also break down streaming equipment on a frequent basis. If that sounds cool to you, hit the like button and subscribe. This is a new channel, and we're a very close-knit community, super small community, but we're always active, and we're trading and we're chatting daily. For example, last Friday we had our first AMA session, which is Ask Me Anything session, and I got to hang out with some of my members live. We talked about, I can see everyone here was there. We talked about everyone's struggles in trading and what we all want to achieve, right? And I did that because I want our trading goals to be on the same, I want us to be on the same page. I want our goals to be aligned, right? We also took an ETH trade live during the AMA session. I explained why I'm taking the trade, which is now up over 400%. We'll have a look at it. And this is just how we roll. So if you want to join in, the link is in the description box to join Discord. Come and be part of it. All right, let's dive in to some news. I wanted to start with something. Okay, that was the screen here. Oh God, that was funny, wasn't it? Sugar cookie. How did I do? Was it really bad? So after 2 weeks of outflows earlier this month, we had Bitcoin ETFs starting to see some inflows again in the past 6 days, right? So this shows that big investors are getting more interest back in Bitcoin as the price is hanging around. What are we looking at? 87K, right? I think right now. According to Farside Investors, Bitcoin ETFs brought in 755 million last week. That's BlackRock's iShare Bitcoin Trust, which is IBIT, contributed a huge 486 millions to that total. And other players like Fidelity, FBTC added 70 million, and ARK Invest, ARKB, brought in a little over 100 million. Now, surges in recession search on Google. I saw that on Twitter somewhere. We have them again, all-time highs. So now let's have a look at that and talk a little bit about it, right? So how often do market drops lead to a recession in the United States, right? I found this very interesting. So there have been 60 corrections of the S&P 500, including the most recent one, according to Deutsche Bank. Historically, in 12% of the corrections, a recession already started within the last 12 months. And in 32% of the cases, a recession hit within 12 months. So, but in the 56% of the cases, the US avoided a recession in the following year. Basically, market corrections only come with a recession about 44% of the time. So what do you guys think? Will we avoid a recession this time? Let me know in the comments. How do you guys feel about that? Because yeah, I think it's it's very, very interesting where we stand right now. But also when you look at the data, there is also some good news, right? There is also some good news. For example, the US industrial production hit a new record high in February, rising with 0.7% from previous month, which beat the 0.2 growth that was expected. Now, manufacturing output jumped with almost 1%. The motor vehicles and parts industry saw a massive almost 9% boost as well. So I think this is, probably leaning us towards more avoiding the recession, right? If we combine all the news together. Sugar cookies feeling mixed feelings, and has been both. No, will go into a short recession. Okay, you guys, I'm getting this update again on this mic thing. What should I do? Skip it or remind me later. I guess that's the safest thing to do right now. Okay. Same here. All right, you guys, I just wanted to remind you also before we go on the charts about the trading challenge, right? I'm hosting a trading challenge with a $200 reward starting on April 8th. We've already got a few signups and I'm super excited. The challenge is all about trying to turn 1K into 2K over a 2-month period of time using proper risk management, of course. Now, I'll be participating too, but the prizes are going to be for you guys. And don't worry, if you have a smaller account, there will be a separate reward for the winner in that smaller account trading group. So feel free to sign up. Details are in the Discord. So if you join in the Discord, you'll find all the info. I've been posting it over there. All you need to do is sign up to my exchange and deposit the amount you want to participate in the trading challenge with. I think it's going to be great. I'm really excited about it because we've been trading a lot lately. Last week, we had a really good week with the community. So I'm very excited. I'm super stoked about it. Wait, let me move because I can't see the chat. Taz Pinbo is looking forward to the challenge. Okay, what's happening right now? Bitcoin 88K. Well, you know, is that news for us? Not really, because what we're long from 81,500, and we're up like nicely on that trade. Maybe I can open my account, maybe not. But ETH as well, we're long. That was Friday. We took that long from the bottom. So here we're already like 1 to 10. So we're up probably around. Last time I took that image was like just before I started the stream an hour ago. That was 300% up on Bitcoin. So probably now it's like 350 or something. And this one was ETH 424%. So it's probably now close to 500% now. So yeah, we did very well. Very happy with that. We have runners left. We've taken profits. We've secured our positions. So, you know, good trade management there. Now, what do we do from here on? It's Monday today, right? So what do we know about Mondays? Monday is a very tricky day to trade. Why is Monday a tricky day to trade, you guys? Can someone tell me in the chats? I'm being a teacher now, interactive teacher. Can somebody tell me in the chats why is Monday tricky to trade? Because usually Monday is, yes, well done. And every day is tricky. Eddie, manipulation, task pinball, fake moves, sugar cookie, false moves. Yes, all right. Antoine, false move week begin. Yes, Antoine, very correct. Weekend trap, yes. All of these answers are correct. Tickwood, hello! Nice to see you, mate. Haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, all these answers are correct. So we want to avoid getting into that trap. So we're in a perfect position right now. We're riding 2 long trades from a very, very good position. What can we observe that happened right now? And a lot of people are shorting right now. So first thing I do is I want to go on the daily, right? And I'm marking my previous week's high and my previous week's low, right? So I've done that and we opened the week and we already take the liquidity of the previous week. That's all good. And why is that good? Because the bias was long anyway, right? The bias was long. So the first area of resistance that I see here, it's not right now. This is the problem. And some people from my community already were like, oh my God, we're taking a short. I don't know if they were thinking about the daily fair value gap here, that it was going to be mitigated and then we're going to go lower. But yeah, I'm not sure. I cannot tell you why they took that trade. But it was possible, right? It was possible that we retrace here. That's what price was showing. But this might as well just be the false move right now, right? Because we have resistance at the 89,100. We have daily resistance in that level. But guess what? If we go and we reject from that level, we have to wick. We have to wick so hard that we go below, what are we looking at? That we go below 87.8K very, very fast, right? Because if it happens so that we close above, we have a body close like such as printing right now, but imagine the day's closing right now. Now, this is telling me that there's going to be more upside because now we're going to be taking this high up here, right? And then, of course, this is the first thing that I do. The second thing that I'll do is I'll go on the 4 hour. I'll go on the 4 hour and I'll pull up my signals indicator and I'll see what's happening right now. Okay, so here we had the sweep. Very simple analysis. Here we had the sweep, right? This was the weekly high. We just swept it. We're printing a bullish candle. What is that telling me? That is telling me that unless this candle goes absolutely crazy right now, which means goes so crazy that it breaks our resistance here at 89K and then wicks back down and closes above, below, what are we looking at? 87,800, right? And then it needs to close what? It needs to close bearish in that case. So then I'll be way more inclined to get some retrace, right? And where is the perfect level for a retrace? Well, that's also very, very easy to find. The perfect level for a retrace will be around an 85K zone, right? To continue longs from here, because we have that area marked for a while now. But we can go on a lower time frame to find out why that is. 50%, trader 80. 50% of what? Of the trading leg? Okay, so it's a valid zone. It's a valid zone. So this is what we're looking at. Overall, again, back on the 4 hour, because the 4 hour is very important. All right, let's remove the order blocks, breaker blocks. We've marked the what's mostly important for us. What have we done? And we've spoken about this for weeks now. We've taken the low, right? Double liquidity. I'm not going to stop talking about this double liquidity until it's cleared. We've taken the double liquidity on the lower end. And usually when we have this double formation, we're looking to take the higher end of that double liquidity. Yes, we're going to repeat that every single day until it happens. So then I can go and be like, see, it happened. So yeah, anyway, we're looking to go into that level, into the 95K level. And once we take that, we have resistance, we have fair value gaps here, we have sell order blocks. It's going to be just the perfect level to short, right? But before that, before we reach to that level, I don't see any other levels to short, to be honest with you. The only other level that I'll look to short is around the 89,100. And I said only the conditions that I'll do it under is if this 4 hour candle right now goes crazy and then it just trades above it, right? Rejects and closes bearish. If it closes bullish, now I'm looking to take this high, I'm looking to take this high, right? And guess what? Once we go that high, then I'm looking for the liquidity. Like, I'm not interested. It's going to be very, very risky for me to take a short in that level. Does that make sense? So yeah, that's for Bitcoin. We're nicely riding the long, and on any retrace, I'm going to think, you know, potentially around the 85K 441, right? Or a little bit lower, actually. 85K 279.5. This is where I'll be looking at, okay, let's get a nice leg down, retrace, and then continue up, because our job is to go up. Why is our job to go up? Well, not because we're in a bull run, not because that's what everyone wants. It's because we have liquidity to collect to do what? To create another leg down. This is what I'm expecting. Everyone knows that. This is not a bearish bias. This is all healthy correction, but you know, we need to just be prepared for everything. Okay, so this is ETH. ETH is already showing us on the 4 hour, right? ETH is already showing us. I'm not exhausted yet. So current target for ETH is 2,152.02 on the 4 hour. I tend to believe that right now, even though it's not, you know, midweek, we're Monday, but I tend to believe this is the target because that's what my strategy is showing me, and I trade according to my strategy. What else do I see then? I see a nice, you know, a nice high here that's broken structure to the downside, created a low that price reversed to. So this is a nice internal liquidity here, right? Here. So why not take that? And once we take that, maybe we can start going down to find support somewhere, right? To then continue our job to the upside, to take this high, and potentially reach resistance at 2,441, potentially, right? Of course, you coordinate that with Bitcoin. It's really that simple, you guys. Trading doesn't need to be complicated. You don't have to have 5,000 indicators open in front of you. You need to have my indicators open in front of you, which are 3 exactly. And you need to know how to learn price, which is why I'm going to start a trading course, because I promised everyone during the AMAs, I saw that a lot of you guys have a lot of questions, even on the trade that we took together live during the AMA sessions, which is exactly this trade here. The long ETH that we're up now, I don't know, probably 500% by now, right? I need to teach you guys how I take these entries and step by step on. Someone asked me, I don't remember if it was Trader Eddie, but she asked me, what is your routine? Like, how do you start your day? And I'm just showing you right now exactly what I do. But for me, it just happens a little bit faster. So I need to create a system for you guys until you learn and you make it a habit. Okay, so this is what I'm going to start. I'm thinking about somewhere after Mercury retrograde, of course. So it's going to be probably like mid-April that we're going to start. And then we're going to do the sessions together, probably like, I don't know, twice a week or something. And we're going to have many sessions together. And then in between the sessions, I'm also planning to do specific AMAs for the students. So then we answer all the questions and whatever. I just want to make sure that everyone is on the same page, and we're all like in track in terms of progress that we're making. Sorry for my wet hair today, but I didn't have time to dry my hair, but it seems like it's drying quite nicely right now. So yeah, this is in terms of Bitcoin and Ethereum for now. I think that on the retrace of Bitcoin to whatever 85K or whatever what we do, I don't know, it's going to be a good opportunity to also try and find entries for some alts, by the way, right? Which are not going to be long-term hold. Probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep my Bitcoin open and I'm going to keep my Ethereum open. And then I'll watch how they move. And when they start retracing, I'll probably enter in some altcoins as well. And I will exit that move when Bitcoin reaches our liquidity level, which is at around 95K. I haven't decided exactly yet which altcoins. I think we were looking at Sui last week. Someone was like, Gabby, look at Sui. And then I was like, okay, this is a great opportunity. But yeah, we'll decide with the community which altcoins we're going to look at. And then, yeah, we're just going to have a few entries when it's time long to reach the 95K on Bitcoin and then exit, and then potentially short from there, looking to make a new bottom, right? And then looking for longs from our you know, areas of interest, which are around 75K and 73K. By the way, let's talk about that because this is important. For this, we need to go on a clean chart. For this, we need to go on a clean chart, and we're gonna look at the weekly, monthly candle. Why am I looking at the monthly candle? What's my interest in the monthly candle right now? Well, you have to create this habit in your head to look at the monthly candle at the beginning of the month and at the end of the month. That's where the monthly candle is going to help you. So right now, what am I seeing on Bitcoin? We're sort of printing a doji candle right now. So if we're correct, right? If we're correct and we we go up. Indecision, dodgy, alien, psyop. That's exactly. Nice to see you again. This is a dodgy indecision candle, or you know, a candle that is showing a range now on a lower time frame. Now, if we are right about our bias, which is okay, we have 89,180, I think, which is not too far. It's like here or something, where we have resistance. So maybe we reach now with the 4-hour candle up here. We reach, and then we reject, and we close bearish, and this candle closes the month, let's say, at around 85, or just ranges, and then it closes in 2 weeks, like goes up and down, and then it closes at around the 85K, around here. So if it closes, how is this candle going to look? It's going to look like this, you know, candle in a very small bullish body, or a very small bearish body, right? This is possible, let's say. So when I see a candle like this, right, with a higher pick, what I tend to then look for is a wick fill. So then I'm going to be looking at April being extremely bullish. This is all going to align with my thesis for what I'm expecting. So let's say we open April, right? We close this bullish, let's say, okay, we open April, you know, we start, you know, we maybe small retracement again to the 85 retest, all right? And then super bullish candle, and we go to where? The 95, we go, and we close the candle around the 90, what was our level on the 4-hour? Remind me. Oh yeah, 95K. 95K, so we go a little bit higher, right? Why is this drawing so unfriendly on the monthly? I can't print the high of this candle, sorry. Wait, what if I zoom a little bit? No, it's not gonna help me. So yeah, but basically imagine this. We're doing then a wick fill candle, right? Whether we have, you know, a tick above or not, that's actually a bit higher. But we close this candle around the 95K level. We've taken our liquidity. Maybe we create a small wick to the 98K level. Then what am I going to look for, right? Then I said I'm going to be looking for sells. So after this candle, then on a monthly, I'll be expecting some sort of bearish candle to start forming, right? Which is going to be, this monthly drawing is not very helpful, which I don't know how exactly it's going to look, but all I know is that there is going to be a wick that's going to come lower than this candle, than this here. So there is going to be a bearish candle, and that's going to print a lower low here, right? This is my expectation. And this is bearish. We're painting it, we're imagining now. Okay, right. So when this happens, this wick here on this candle, monthly candle, which I'm expecting to print in May, is going to be a massive rejection wick, right? So we either print a new candle in May, or this is it. We close here, and then we open the other candle super bullish, and then we just print, right? Or we continue lower. Like I cannot tell you, but this is like my plan for March, April, and May potentially, right? See how this is going to like come together with the bias that everyone is like selling in May, so that this red candle in May is probably going to spook a lot of people, but then in June we're going to see some bullish candle that is going to shock everyone, June or July, whatever. And then we're going into the last months of the bull cycle and stuff like that. So this is my plan, you guys, right? This is what I'm following. And I'm going to watch very closely this month what happens. But as we spoke, our bias for today is a little bit up, then a little bit down, right? So then we close this candle like with a very, very tiny body and a big wick, So then we start next month and we start filling up that wick with a bullish candle, right? This is all going to confirm our long-term bias. But for this to happen, we're around, we're here every day. I'm streaming every day. Nobody's gonna miss anything. And you guys, like this video if you haven't. By the way, do me a favor, like this video, because the algorithm loves that. So then we get more people that that can learn from me. And yeah, you guys, I think this is it for today. I'm not gonna look at any alts. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow because we stream every day from Monday to Thursday at 2 p.m. Yes, only 10 likes is not acceptable, Edward. You guys like the video, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in the next one.